Imagine a typical British house. Imagine a foxhound called James Mountbatten Windsor. Now imagine a gruff old goat called Sir William Bellicose. And an upbeat rabbit by the name of Quentin Coney. Now picture in your mind a crazy, mad scientist cat. He's called Dr. Frank Stein. And now imagine, if you can, a mysteriously bright pink creature, his illegitimate son Floofy. Now let us focus first on Coney. Last year he had a near fatal accident, but since his recovery he's pulled his unsteady life together. He has a reasonably paid job, looks after his priceless Ming Dynasty vase, has the respect of his friends, and no longer eats 2-day-old pizza from the bin. Bellicose, the old and wise actor, so used to keeping Coney in check, found himself without someone to put down constantly, which has left him somewhat unfulfilled. The story of his life. He needed a new outlet. Frank. You see, Frank doesn't really have friends. They're more long-term test subjects. The cat found it easier to shut himself away in the basement to avoid Bellicose and occupy himself with peculiar science projects. However, with the old goat constantly goading him, he can't help but snap back at the senile old codger. After a few fights, resulting in the demise of Coney's priceless Ming Dynasty vase, something had to be done. Coney's interest in role-playing games led him to suggest that they try to come together as friends for a weekly game of Dungeons and Dragons. Bellicose outright refused on principle, and Frank deemed the whole thing a total waste of his massive intellect, until Coney threatened them with a cabbage-only diet. Several weeks of terminally pungent gas later, and a visit from Environmental Health, they begrudgingly agreed to give it a try. Floofy and Jim were delighted to see them all together again as friends, playing games and having fun adventures. For a few weeks, this helped ease the tension in the house, but it soon came undone. Frank decided he could make it all better with the application of a little science. And Bellicose took that as another opportunity to knock Frank down a notch. Tonight they will meet. Tonight they will play. Tonight they will fail. Tonight, one of them will die. But let us worry about that later. For now, the time is just after 8 o'clock in the evening. The sun is about to dip below the horizon, and their game is about to start.
Oh, Bill, you'll just love this. I've been working on a way to spice up our weekly Dungeons and Dragons.
Our games don't need spicing up, Frank. I think we'll find the power of our imaginations is perfectly adequate. as a classically trained
Yes,
actor.
yes, we all know about you being a classically trained actor. You go on about it often enough.
Well, I am, and I'm proud of it. What have you to be proud of?
You'll see.
So, where is this thing then, Frank? And why are the lights off?
Suspense, anticipation, reducing our electric bill. Hey, Jim, you coming?
On my way.
Ta-da! I built a fully functioning holodeck. This entire area has been simulated by an ordinary smartphone.
That's cool.
Oh no.
Jim, are you okay? Jim, please say something.
Jim. Oh, just get up, you snivelling little mutt.
Elikos, that's no way to talk to Jim. Jim, please say something.
Come on, Jim.
I'm fine.
You had me worried you died for a moment there.
Whoa. This place looks cool.
Oh, just think about how amazing our games of D&D could be with this. The adventures, the action, the immersion. Wielding swords, casting spells.
Getting killed.
No! There are rigorous safety mechanisms and fail-safes. Believe me, I've thought about every single possible outcome and consequence.
Don't give over. I've seen enough Star Trek to know that the holodeck always has problems. It always screws up.
Ah, but you see, that holodeck is fictional, and this one is real! What could possibly go wrong?
Hands up, everyone. Who has a bad feeling about this?
Oh, come on, guys. It'll be fun. Besides, we'll be entirely in control the whole time because it's all running on my phone. I've written a nice, simple program to start us off. And if you don't like it, we can go back to doing things the way we were. Okay?
Okay, but we're just trying it out.
Yuta, start program DND001 beta.
Okay, Frank, would you like to start from the beginning or from your previously saved location before you died?
Start from the beginning, thanks.
Very good. Get ready, everyone.
What was that about dying?
Oh, nothing. Perfectly normal playtesting. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Off we go. Wee.
I have to admit it, that was awesome!
Oh, Father, it's amazing! I can't even see the pixels!
Thanks, Floofy. See, Bellicose? It worked just fine. You ready to believe me now?
I suppose. But you can probably appreciate why I don't have much faith in your contraptions, considering their track record of getting us into some bother.
Oh, Bill, don't forget that his inventions have saved my life more than once already.
Usually after he almost kills you with them first.
Always bringing that up. You know, I didn't mean anyone any harm. I just like to make shiny things. Let's just play. No arguing tonight.
We would have fewer arguments if you didn't antagonize me so much.
If you weren't so snooty all the time, maybe you wouldn't be so easily annoyed.
Oh, stop it! Both of you! Just play the game! No more fighting, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, just give it a rest for once.
Hello there. You're not from Reindeer, are you? Have you come to rescue our princess?
Rescue a princess?
Oh, yes. She was abducted weeks ago. She's locked up in that tower on the hill over there.
Oh, really, Frank? The princess in the tower? That's hardly original. Haven't you got anything more inventive than that?
Nope. Sorry. As I clearly stated, this is just a simple test story to see if you like the holodeck.
Oh, honestly, computer? Oh, hello there. Do you have anything more interesting than a locked-up princess to rescue?
Hello, Sir William. I'm sorry. There are no local search results for anything more interesting than a locked-up princess to rescue.
You didn't let me finish. There's a dragon. Big, angry boot it is. We keep telling our princess not to keep running off like that. But does she listen to a word we say? No, curse not. And look what's happened. No, she's been taken by that bloody great fire-breathing monster. We sent 4 of our finest arrows, ate them all. Sent back a note, compliments to the chef. Said it was the finest takeaway he's ever had.
So, we have to beat a dragon? Okay then. How about we grind up a few levels and tackle it head on?
I don't know. I'm not sure I like the idea of going up against the dragon. How big is this dragon?
Oh, massive, enormous,
Oh.
and angry. Oh, he's so angry. Version on emo. Not that I would know what emo means, of course.
Oh, the dragon scenario! Goody! You see, the computer randomizes the main quest of the story based on a few factors, and I was rather hoping we get to do this one.
So, you'll need to defeat the dragon and rescue our princess. If you do that, you'll be showered in gold.
Ooh, golden showers.
You'll be famous, and you'll get all the tail you could ever want.
Bunny tail.
If you can rescue our princess from the dragon, you'll go down in history as, well, the heroes that rescued our princess from the dragon.
Frank, they say everybody has a novel inside them. Yours should probably stay there.
I'd like to see you do better. It's easier said than done. But still, we have our first quest. How exciting. Let's get in character. What classes are we going to be this time? I'm a sneaky rogue. Ooh, I can't wait to stab someone in the back.
How typical. I shall be an honorable knight. No insidious tactics from me. Firm, solid, right up in your face.
I wish you were firm and solid and right up in my face.
Wait, what?
And I'm a wizard, ready to fight fire with more fire.
As for me, I'm a bard, it's true. I sing songs just for you. With my merry tilt and my tuneful lilt, I lift up your hearts and stir unmentionable parts. No.
Well, I'm a wood elf because I dress fabulously and I just adore the wood.
Right. Enough silliness. I agree with Coney. We tackle the dragon head on. A modicum of trading will be able to knock it down, stride in, and rescue the princess.
The dragon will be too strong, Bill. We should go in via the back passage. It'll never expect that. We could just sneak in and rescue the princess. Easy. No hard training required.
It's not exactly heroic, is it, Frank? Where's the honor in that?
Honor? Why would you bother with showing off like that when you can achieve the same result much more quickly? You always have to waste time and take the long, difficult, boring way round just to prove you're better than everyone else, don't you?
And you always take the easy way out.
I'm efficient. It
You're
works.
just Captain Shortcut. Try and find the method of least effort. Face it, Frank, you're lazy, indolent,
Lazy?
lackadaisical.
You just want to dismiss any ideas like...
Stop it, both of you. Frank, Bill's right. We need to tackle this head on. We'll level up far faster and get more skills and experience, which will then help us on our next adventure. Your sneaky tactics may well be needed in the future, but not here.
I don't know. I agree with Frank. I'd rather sneak in. A bard's not much of a fighter.
That may be so, but your lyrics and singing are deadly weapons in their own right.
Hey,
It's far more straightforward to do what I say. Attack it head on.
Not a chance. You're not right all the time, and this time I'm gonna prove you wrong. Come on, Jim. Let's head out.
Okay then, be that way. Let's go, Coney. We'll show that stupid cat how heroes slay a dragon.
So, fancy a drink?
No!
I don't know why people just don't accept what I say. I'm always damn well right. I've had years more life experience than the others, and they should damn well listen to me. Yes, they joke about my age, but I'm younger than they think. I might not be up to date on the latest music trends and fashion, but at least I'm firmly planted in the real world. No Twitter or Facebook can ever replace getting out there and living life to the fullest. Have they ever wrestled a bear in a Saskatchewan forest during an ice storm? Have they ever run through the streets of St. Petersburg while being chased by a pack of enraged police dogs? No! Well, neither have I. But I've played characters who have, and it's a damn sight more interesting than taking photos of your dinner and uploading them to the internet every day. I earned my sir, and they make jokes about it. Whatever happened to the notion of respecting your elders? They call me a fake or a fraud because I won't talk about how I came to earn it. But I feel, and quite rightly so, one should keep a certain air of mystery to keep all that all-important authoritative tone alive. So, despite my best efforts to assert my obviously superior knowledge and experience and wisdom, they're never going to take me seriously because they think I'm some washed-up retired old stage actor. They may be right. Honestly, I don't believe that cat. Trying to sneak into the keep? That's never going to work. Only a strong show of force is going to take down a foe like a dragon. Therefore, if we're going to tackle a quest as dangerous as this, we're going to need to be well armed.
Right. If Frank had told us exactly what he had planned, I would have gone and got my LARPing gear. Oh well, do you think this store might have what we need?
Ooh, oh yes! Look at all the pretty swords and knives and throwing knives.
Floofy, behave. Don't touch anything.
Oh, you spoil all my fun.
Shopkeep, hello?
Eine Minute!
We will be right with you.
Those voices sound awfully familiar.
Why, hello there. We're sorry for the delay. We were up all night polishing my new Zweihander.
I still don't know how you managed to wield that alt night, Klaus. You know, I have difficulty ever with both hands.
But once you buff it with your wax, it only gets easier.
Hey, do you have any, adventuring supplies?
Well, why of course, mon cher. We have everything a supple young rabbit like you might need for those heroic and death-defying quests.
Yeah, we have clubs, swords, things that go twang, things that go boom. We even have stilettos, if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, and provision too. Food, wine, clothes, amour. As my dear papa said to me, you should never face danger without a belly full of meat and a clean pair of vêtements.
Wow, you really are the good old-fashioned supply everything shop that video games have taught us so much about.
If you're armed to the teeth and got all these armor and provisions, then why don't you come along and join us? We could use a few extra pair of hands on our adventure.
Well, we used to be adventurers like you.
But then I took an arrow to my brain.
Yeah, we were mortified. The picnic was a disaster.
Well, I'm a knight, Coney here is a mage, and Floofy, what were you again?
A wood elf, the most fabulous of all elves.
Oh yes, they get up to all sorts of things in the underground.
Anyway, yes, we need gear appropriate to all of our classes, as we're going to take on the dragon, you see, that's taken the princess, and,
Mon Dieu, hold just a second. Did you say the dragon?
Mein Gott, you cannot be serious. That thing is a monster.
Oui, it has burned down this town more time than I can remember. I live in fear of that huge slinky lizard coming in the night to ravish me.
Don't you mean ravage?
Nein, ravish.
I do not think that word means what you think it means.
I think it does.
Oh, Seb, I know you do not fear being ravished in the night.
But Klaus, I do not think I could handle something of that size.
I do not know. You seem quite capable of handling that.
Enough of that, please.
Well, I'm a wizard, so what do you have for me?
Well, are you black or white mage?
I always thought Coney was an equal opportunities magician.
Actually, yeah, I do destruction and restoration magic.
I thought so. You look like one who like to swing both ways.
Here you go. This is the most powerful wizard staff we have.
Oh, Klaus, you said you were saving that for me? You know I love you big enchantment stuff.
I am sorry, my dear, but you know, our customers come first.
Well, yes. I suppose some of them must do go on occasion.
Then my turn next, I believe. What do you have for a squire such as myself?
You, my grand old goat, are still that munch of a Mario?
I'll have you know I fought in the war.
All 100 years of it?
Oi, I'm not that old.
Well, I have several things that might have on you there. All the latest fashion too, of course. Klaus, to the runway!
Ah, at last, my time has come.
Madames and messieurs, boys and girls, lapins and capras of all ages, we now present to you the very latest for the adventure in you from Studio Fatalité, France. Here today, for your eyes only, an exclusive preview for the season collection for fighters, warriors, paladins of all races. First, the head of the paladin with a velvet lining picot feather. It not only gives a +9 vitality, but feels wonderful cool when you venture into the fiery magma caverns. This one is just fantastic, the latest in shield technology. This armor can take the mightiest of thrusts and will protect you no matter how firmly you ram into the enemy. It comes in a stunning array of color, granted, splattered, resistant, and ripped for your safety. And finally, to hold it all together and to strike fear on the heart of the foes, this Leatherwell system is equipped with all manners of pockets and pouches, and cut from the height of the northern ice trolls. It shall never get too sticky in the hot weather. Doesn't our warrior here looks ready to ravish all who stand in his way? Well, how about this axe? A big slice of metal on a stick. You could ravish many a dragon, I'm sure, with a big weapon like this.
I think this is a bit outside my character class.
Well, have this standard sword of subtle stabbing. They are on all half price. I'm sure even you must remember how to thrust it.
And what about protection?
Well, I always carry protection.
I meant a shield, you oaf.
Here, take this shield. It's fire resistant for if the situation gets a little heated.
And this really works?
Yeah, I am promised. I am bound by my honor as a businessman.
Oh la la, from where I stand, you are bound by more than mon cher.
You tease me so, Seb.
You are just so tempting. But we do have customers. Shall I release you?
Oh, you know I always crave for release.
Maybe we can continue our little game later, mon ami.
Aww. My turn! What have you got for me?
First, you need this if you are the class you say you are. Well done.
Now, What weapon would a bright-bring hero like you use? Yes. Here, try this crossbow. It should let you shoot deep inside your foes.
Finally! Take that, vile beast!
My goodness!
You shot the only priest in town! There goes our healer. Give me that. Now go away. Go bother Frank and Jim. I'm sure they could use your help more than us.
Fine, you big meanie! I hope the dragon beats you up! I'm going back to father!
Luffy! Bellicose, was that really necessary? You know he didn't mean to do that.
It's good riddance, Coney. He can bother those other two, and we can be the ones to defeat the dragon and get the girl. Think of the experience points.
Well, you never mentioned them. So, Bellicose, are we really ready to take on the dragon?
First, we need to be much, much stronger. Come, my magical rabbit companion. The field awaits, and we have many, many slimes to kill.
Oh, cabbages. I bet Jim is having it so much better than this.
Why tackle a problem head-on with brute force when there's usually a far easier method? Use your brain. There's no better way to get something done than to apply a little bit of clever thinking. Oh yes, adding brawn to the situation might just get the job done, but you'll probably be knackered, bruised and broken by the end of it. Bellicose winds me up so much. He's always got the best solution to every problem, and it usually involves charging right in and giving someone a piece of his mind. Not that there's much of that. I've got decades of study, research, experiments, and well-regarded scientific papers to my name. I'm highly regarded in the field of anti-pseudo-non-pseudoscience. I was the first person to map the genome of a Kit Kat. I'm not normally one to brag, and I've become fairly easygoing compared to the old me. However, if he couldn't give me a reasoned, rational argument about why his plan is better, then what choice do I have but to knock him down a peg or two and prove him wrong? I really do not appreciate being bossed around by someone that's not got the brains to back up their arrogance.
Behold, it's the ballad of Frank and of Jim, who rescue a girl from a dragon so grim. They break into castles and do the good deed like the assassin from Assassin's Creed.
Jim!
Franklin says as he raises his club,
Please just be silent. Oh, please just shut up. I swear if you don't, then I will club you down.
He said with his face contorted to a frown.
Jim? Jim? Are you okay, Jim? Say something, please. Jim?
I'm okay. The floor broke my fall.
Hang on. I'll be with you in a sec.
Are you sure we're in the right place? This doesn't look like any kind of prison. I imagine it would be more like dungeon cell-like. I mean, look, she's got books, a makeup drawer. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the cutest of them all?
You, my dog, are cute. It is true. But I have 3,467 matches cuter than you.
Stupid mirror.
Stop that! I don't care if this is a 5-star rated prison cell. She's still being kidnapped. Let's just get her and be out of here before the dragon decides to show up.
She's not even bound or shackled. Isn't that kind of strange?
I really do not see how that is relevant. She's locked in this tower and we have to save her from it. Stop overthinking this, Jim. Your job is to sing.
But you told me not to.
Not really sure that terrible set of rhyming couplets counts as singing. Let's stop wasting time. Just wake her up. And then we need to get out of here.
Princess, princess, we're here to rescue you.
Jim, she's a sleeping beauty. Kiss her.
What? No.
Just do it.
Okay.
You dog kisses.
Not so loud, princess. We've come to rescue you.
Rescue me? Why?
From the dragon. We've come to save you there.
No, go away. Leave me alone. I don't need rescuing.
The dragon.
It's none of your concern.
I didn't say.
But I've seen this before. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. It's when a victim of a kidnapper starts to side with her tormentor.
I don't side with the dragon.
See? Well, that's a textbook example of Stockholm Syndrome.
Help! There's some weird people in my bedroom.
No! You'll alert the dragon!
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
I think I just lost an octave.
Oh, that's it! I've had enough! We'll have to do this the hard way!
Yes.
Oh, great! It hurt her! So much for a stealthy approach! Oh, come on, Jim! Stop whimpering!
But you broke my T-string. They're very expensive to replace.
Computer! Exits!
There is an open balcony to the west and a locked door to the east. There is a small mailbox here.
Wait, what? Why is there a mailbox there?
Computer! Open mailbox!
Opening the small mailbox reveals a leaflet.
Computer! Read leaflet.
Welcome to the simulated reality instance, Siri for short. This program is full of adventure, danger and low cunning. In it you will explore some of the most amazing territory ever seen by mortals. No computer should be without one.
No, which one of us is wasting time?
Oh, right. Sorry, I got a bit zorked up in the moment there. Computer! Locate dragon!
The dragon is 10 miles east of your position.
Oh, thank goodness.
Please note, maps are in beta.
Well, the balcony it is then. We're 10 floors up. Where are we going to go?
Just aim for the haystack! That always works!
Where is she? I can smell you, mortals. She's mine. You took what belongs to me. You will not live to regret this.
Sneaky. I know Sneaky. Being sly and cunning only ever got me into trouble. You miss something here, you forget something there, and before you know it, someone's caught you out and you're in serious bother. Sneaky is not a game worth playing. Always best to be direct. It's just like Frank to try and be sneaky and take the glory for himself, but with superior weaponry and training, Frank will have to take heed and listen to the master. I've been around the block a few times and know my stuff, even if it doesn't quite relate to slaying a dragon. I'm sure tackling things head-on is the only surefire way to succeed. It's the only way these games are meant to be played. I'm strong, fiercely independent, and I'm not going to let Frank show me up. I have a wealth of heroism coursing through my veins. and words and actions of Shakespeare's finest heroes are forever etched upon my brain. Hamlet, Prospero, Puck, King Lear, Falstaff. From these fine protagonists, I shall draw up strength to rush in and save the day, and curtly crush the conniving cat and cowardly canine completely.
Run all you like. I'll find you, you thieving little scoundrels.
Faster! It's gaining on us!
We should stop.
Are you insane? Why are we stopping?
I've heard somewhere that dragons can only see things that move.
No, you're thinking of dinosaurs. I can see you just fine.
There we go.
Oh, move your ass!
What the? Frank? Jim?
I gather your sneaking was a terrible failure after all.
Not at all! While you were wasting time with all that training nonsense, we rescued the princess already!
Yep, but we left the dragon for you. Okay, thanks, bye.
Hey, what do
Got you.
So that's the mighty dragon. It's small, isn't it?
Oh, inches, not meters! I made the same mistake on my moonlander!
Shut up! Stop being silly. Where's my princess?
She's in another castle!
Oh, that's hot.
Now, my princess, if you please.
Come on, you two! You've got all the weapons and stuff! Give it hell! Isn't this what you leveled up for?
Now then, Frank. Stop rushing. We need to have a plan first.
Don't keep me waiting.
I had a plan, and it worked! But no, Sir Bellicose is much too good to listen to what I have to say.
Might I remind you that your plan almost got you roasted alive by a dragon?
A tiny dragon, I might add. It would have been fine, except that we had less people than I was expecting.
You had fewer people.
What's the point of that? I'm trying to talk to you. You just have to come out with something like that.
Just let me know whenever you're ready to die.
This is not really a discussion. You're just telling me I'm wrong, which is
But
hardly...
you were wrong. Could you just get on with the fighting already? You're wasting our time.
Right, would you two knock it off? This isn't helping at all.
Bunnykins is right. Now if you're quite finished.
This is a conversation between grown-ups. Do you mind? Ow.
Frank, I thought this was perfectly safe. That looked pretty painful.
It is. Well, I've tested this, and that shouldn't have happened.
Why, hello! Oh, you're cute.
No, Bluefy, no. Computer, stop the program.
That is not possible at this time.
Aren't you just a cute little darling?
I'll just pause the program. Computer!
I'm sorry, Frank. I can't let you do that.
Cabbages!
Come here! I'll bite your legs off. Give me back my princess. Do you know how hard they are to find?
Oh, isn't it a little silly, teeny tiny dragon? Yes, you are!
No, Bluefy, step away from the dragon.
Leave it alone, Floofy! We need to go! No!
You're silly! It's only a game. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Brave and valiant Floofy has fallen to the flames and been burnt to ash. The party was woefully underprepared, and with such massive divisions in the group, they were not in any fit state to take on the devastating force presented by an angry adult dragon. Floofy has unfairly paid the ultimate price for the failings of his friends. We shall pick up our tale again shortly. In the meantime, we could all do with a drink. The party has suffered a terrible defeat. Under normal circumstances, they would have managed to succeed in slaying the dragon. Instead, the beast remains free and angrier than ever, terrorizing the town and its people. Defeating it will be a much harder task, especially now that they are a man down, and the citizens have started to turn against them for bringing down the wrath of the dragon upon them. Will they realize the consequences for their actions? Will they value what they have? Will they resolve their differences now that Floofy has been killed as a result of their petty infighting? That remains to be seen. They have regrouped to the town inn. They are tired and weak, and they have no armor or weapons. Floofy has left the party.
There was nothing we could have done.
More drinks, barkeep. Another round to remember our dear departed Floofy.
Shh. Bellicose, stop upsetting Jim.
Hi there, travellers. Right sorry to be treading on your grief and misery like that. But I just wanted to say thank you for rescuing our princess. Drinks are on me today.
Yeah. Pour over here.
Help yourselves to anything behind the bar, lads. I'll go see how our princess is doing. That was quite a nasty bump to her noggin she had. Serves her right for all that larking about she was doing. Told you what an awful dragon it was. Stupid lizard.
Taken in his prime. Roasted by simulated dragon fire. Charred and blackened. His fur aflame. His blood boiling and his eyes bursting. Oh, Floofy, I've been a blithering idiot. What a terrible father I've been.
Oh, Frank, that wasn't called for at all. Now look what you've done.
Right about one thing. Being a blithering idiot, Frank has contributed yet another contrivance to his convoluted collection of crazy contraptions and cunningly convinced us all to consent to this careless catastrophe.
You're senile. You're just saying I knew this would happen. You're blaming this on me.
I am, yes. Would you deny it?
Oh, come on, Bellicose. That's not going to help.
I am merely suggesting that Frank take some responsibility for his actions instead of drowning himself in mead.
That's it. I'm done with you, Bellicose. Coney, tell that annoying goat I did everything I could. Something goes wrong every year. And you don't think I've worked this out by now? Unlike him, I'm not too stubborn to learn new things.
And yet here we are. Your excessive vanity acts to insulate you from simply accepting that you're a terrible scientist. You killed Floofy.
Shut up! My playtests were fine, and your leveling was fine, and nobody got burned to a crisp before. Nobody so much as bruised. Ever. In fact, it doesn't even make sense. The fire isn't even real fire, and this mead isn't even... It isn't even...
Is he not the most abusable light face?
Stop spinning the room. I want to get off.
Oh, mon petit fleur, if you were looking to get off, we could fix it.
That's it. Coney, tell that moron I'm not going to put up with this idiocy any longer. I'm done with him.
Mr. Know-It-All, the great actor, expert on all things. I'm done with him. Tell him, Coney.
I'm done with you both.
What?
Luffy is dead and you two are still at each other's throats. Nobody wants to hear it. I tell you, that's one thing you do share, this complete blindness to the people suffering around you. Screw you. Screw both of you.
Well, at least I did one thing right.
What, pray tell, was that?
And I rescued the princess. That's got to count for something.
Get off of me! Go away! Where are they? Ah, there you are!
Yeah, here we are. You're heroes. Ow! What the heck did you do that for? Wait, we saved you. You should be thanking us. You're almost home.
What do you mean, almost home?
You're a princess. Surely you live in the palace?
Palace? Ha! There's no palace in the entire town. I live here, in the tavern.
But you're the king's daughter.
You don't get it, do you? You idiots!
I don't get it.
Why? Why did you have to go ruin everything?
No. What was that all about? You should be happy and thankful, and instead I get it on the nose.
I have no idea. But whatever it is that you did, it seems you did a marvelous job, as usual.
Bill, you wanker.
What did you just call me?
You and me both. We're wankers. We didn't have to fight. You're too proud. Coney pulled his life together. He got a job, and he stopped being someone you could push around.
That's not fair.
Well, that's the truth, though, isn't it? You took him under your wing, and he suddenly didn't need you anymore. And what are you? Some kind of father that person? So if you can't boss him around anymore, you try bossing me around. Well, it doesn't work like that.
Go home, Frank, you're drunk. Shut up.
Maybe I need a few drinks and get fucked up once in a while to speak my mind, but what have I got to lose? I've lost Floofy. I may as well lose everything. Joni Mitchell was right. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Well, here it is, Bill. Here's the truth of it. Ready?
Okay, do your worst. What is the truth?
You're a bully. You're a mean, cowardly, insecure bully. Bully Goat Gruff, Sir William Bullicose. You're pathetic. Why can't you accept that people operate at their own pace, own speed, and with their own motives? Not everyone must do things the way you say. Well, I'm not going to fight with you anymore. You're a dick. I can almost hear it now. Floofy would have said something rude there. He'd have said, "Oh my," or "dick." But he can't now. And you don't even care, do you?
Do care. I miss him. I don't understand it. I thought I hated him. But he was maybe the most genuine of all of us. Frank, maybe I am forceful. Maybe I think I have the right idea all of the time. Maybe I'm impatient and I don't tolerate fools. But I do care. I care that we lost a friend. I think I need a moment.
There is nothing wrong with your holodeck. Do not attempt to adjust the picture.
What the Floofy? Oh my God, Floofy! I see you, but you died. I saw you die. Speak to me! Floofy, please! Floofy, please come back.
Frank, he's gone. Just let him go.
Bill, well, I saw him. He came to me.
Frank, you've been drinking heavily. You're hallucinating. You should stop now.
But he was there. I saw him. I heard him. Floofy, I miss you too. Please come back to me. Please. I didn't want you to die. Why did you leave? Why? Oh.
Earth has he been? Ooh.
Oh, Floofy. How can I even begin to make sense of any of this? I think people just assume that Floofy's deranged state made him think that I'm his father. But from the moment his eyes opened, I imprinted onto him. His assumption was that I was his dad, and no amount of correcting him would make him change his mind. I made him back at the old lab. It's more complicated than that. It's not like he was an accident or anything, but I didn't set out to create Floofy as he is now. It's common knowledge that I was working for a defense research company at the time, and that he was made there. But there wasn't a company-sponsored project to create him. I was a father once, and unfortunately not for as long as I should have been. Cruel fate snatched him from me. And what would any of us give to be able to revisit that past and see things how they used to be? What would we do for the power to undo what's been done? No one knows about it. Not even Floofy. I guess he'll never know now. It's too late for him. Cruel fate strikes again, and it's all my fault once more. And here I am, drunk as a skunk, and for the second time in my life, the father to a dead child.
This shouldn't have happened. Tell me it didn't. I'm really hoping this is all some kind of a dream and we'll all wake up in a minute and everything will be fine.
No, I think it happened. It really happened. There's no way he could have survived. I'm sorry, Coney.
Oh, God. He's actually gone. Frank's safeties didn't work. Oh, Jim. It's finally happened. These stupid adventures have finally got one of us killed. We shouldn't have left him. We shouldn't have let those two stupid blockheads argue and divide us. And now it's all too late. We can't save him now. He's dead.
There were a brave band of 5 whose tales were never told. But because they were always brave, together they would grow old. Until one frightful day in May, when trapped in a game gone mad, they split their separate ways, and what started out fun went bad. Two of them began to argue. The others picked a side. One wasn't wanted by either two, and then he went and died. Poor Fluffy, we never knew you. You're pink for always bright. Know that we'll always miss you. Now we can't make it right. Know that we'll always miss you. Now we can't make it right. I miss you, Floofy. I'm so sorry.
That was beautiful.
So sad. So very sad.
Please, sing more for us.
No, I don't think I can. I'm sorry, I just need to get it out of my system.
No, please, just leave us alone.
What happened next? What happened to them after their friend died?
We failed the people we promised to help. We ended up fighting some more, and then drowned our sorrows, and then we split up again.
It's you!
No, it's them.
You brought this dragon on us.
What? Well, we didn't mean to.
We also saved your princess.
Our princess? What princess?
I think they mean Neville's daughter.
Oh no, you idiots! The innkeeper's daughter is called Princess. That's her name.
What? How? Well, who's the king then? Who's in charge?
King? We don't have one of those. We're a small federal republic.
We elect a new leader every month. It's fairer that way. And if someone's good, they can stay in power for up to 4 months.
That's right.
It's nuts! A quest to rescue an innkeeper's moody daughter from a moody dragon. No, we should have left them alone.
Yes, you should have. Now you've brought us all this trouble and bother. Not to mention the losses you've taken as well.
What gave you the right to meddle in our affairs? How dare you?
You can't just go assuming that because there's a tower with a fair maiden in it guarded by a dragon that she needs rescuing and the dragon needs slaying and we'll all be eternally grateful.
For all you know, we might be happy with it. We could have had a referendum on the matter, and you barge in and ignore due process.
Right, I'm sorry. I really am. We all had no idea, and I know that ignorance isn't a good enough reason for that, but, well, we were asked to help by the innkeeper, and in our eagerness to do something good and right and for you all, we rushed in without proper planning and ended up making a mess.
All right.
Well, I don't know how I can make it up to you, or to our friend, but I will do what I can. You have my word, and that might not count for much, but I give it to you anyway. I cannot stand just idly by whilst there is a mess to be cleaned up. We have to work together to fix this, and that dragon, he remains a threat to free, open, and democratic society. It is only right that all who challenge the course of freedom be struck down and challenged. I promise to you that we all, as one, will stand up. We will take this fight to the dragon's door. We cannot, no. We will not allow this kind of direct and blatant attack on freedom, on the accepted way of living of everyone here in
Crapton!
The village of what? Of what? Crapton? I stand here in front of you and make these promises for our fallen friend, for our broken friendships, for the lives we threatened, and for the people of Crapton. We will lead you in glorious triumph against that dragon. My name is Coney, and I will avenge our fallen friend in your honor, the people of Crapton.
Coney! Crapton! Coney! Coney! What are you doing?
I'm just going with the flow. This feels right.
Oh.
Trouble. Dead.
Help! It's a demon! A sky demon!
A pink sky demon!
Oh, great. That dragon yet.
That's not a demon. That's a god.
Floofy, is that you?
Fluffy, please come back.
Are you a sea?
Sky god! Sky god! Sky god! Sky god! Sky god!
Dragon in the kill it. Tony okay? Did you get that?
He said to kill the dragon.
He said it's okay. Kill the
Kill the
dragon!
Kill it for Kraken! Kill it for Coney! For the Sky God! Sky God! Sky God! Sky God! Sky God! Sky God! Sky God!
Oh no, they've gone from a free federal republic to an ass-backwards religious state in the space of 5 minutes.
Jim, I think Floofy might still be alive. Computer, where are Frank and Bellicose?
Frank and Sir William are drinking at the Stinking Beaver Tavern.
Come on!
Are you still there?
I always say what I think. You'll never get anything but the cold, hard truth from me. I'm immensely proud of how straight-talking I am. What you see is what you get. Life isn't made out of sunshine and daffodils, and it never helps to pretend that it is. Being the kind of person I have been knocks a few traits out of you, like the act of wearing your emotions on your sleeve. You start to sympathize, you get attached. All these complications. I cannot allow that to get in the way of what needs to be done. It is not that I don't feel anything, but why should I go about showing it? Why should I allow myself to be seen as weak? I'm always the one who has to carry out those morally questionable tasks nobody else wants to do, destroying the enemy with a swift poof, remembering the important truths that not everyone can be saved and not everyone should be saved. So what happens now? Floofy is gone, and we're stuck because of Frank. Again. And everyone's so intent on mourning, again, that nobody is focused on the actual problem. Frank would want me to show something, shed a tear, join them on their level in their sorrows. And yet, without trying to work with my companions, I fear we may not be able to leave this place. Frank must know that too, and yet he has nothing but insults for me now. It seems so irresponsible that he can't see through our argument to address the common good. Oh, I must perhaps concede that that crazy cat is not entirely at fault in that way.
Anything else that I can do for you lads? A mug of scrumpy, perhaps?
I tell you, it was Floofy I saw.
You got a nasty hangover, mate. Once, I drank so much, I thought I saw the Virgin Mary over in the red lights. When I woke up, turned out her name was John.
I'm sure it was just the alcohol. I don't know what we were drinking, but it knocked even me out. Neville, have you got anything over there to help straighten out a hangover?
I might very well do. Doctor?
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
These delightfully sluggish gentlemen have what seems to be a case of mild ethyl hydroxide poisoning.
I prescribe the patients each immediately take a 50 milligram dose of trimethylxanthine. Will that be all?
Marvellous. That'll be just the job. Here you go. As prescribed. Coffee.
I know what I saw. It was a message. A message from the other side.
You feline pest, you've completely lost it now. Ghost. Oh no. If so, then we are truly damned. Damned to be haunted by that young pink visage for the rest of our days.
Hey, you guys! You'll never believe what we just saw.
Oh no, you too.
What? Isn't it great? We thought you'd be happy.
Wait, what? How is Floofy's restless soul haunting us for all eternity a good thing?
Yoo-hoo!
Floofy?
Jim!
Oh, it's Floofy's ghost again.
The ghost of Pink gone by.
No, don't be silly, Goaty Woaty. It really is me. I'm fine. Mostly. So glad I finally got through to you all. Took a while to get signal in here. The basement has terrible reception, you know.
So you did not pass on? How is this possible?
Beats me. 1 second I was attempting to befriend that delightfully diminutive dragon. Next thing I know, I'm lying on the floor next to your machine, with parts of my luxuriously lush hide singed right off. On the positive side, I won't have to shave and...
Yes, we get the picture, thank you.
But wait a second. How are you talking to us? I didn't put a communication system into the external interface.
FaceTime! I just dialed your phone. You know, the one you're running the holodeck from.
Oh, right. I guess there is an app for that.
Well, come on, you're outside now. Pull the plug on this so we can get home. I want to go home. There's no place like home.
Okay, just a moment.
No! Don't do it! If you don't shut this down properly, the file system could be corrupted!
Oh my god! Wait, so what?
Because of the way my machine works, your body is linked to the holographic environment using quantum entanglement and nanosuction cups. And you corrupt the file system, there's no telling what might happen to us.
But let me guess, it would be bad.
More than likely.
Like increasing the megabyte throughput?
How did I get out there?
Excellent questions. I think I have an idea. Did you notice all of the glitches, the lights flickering and such?
Well, now that you mentioned it, I had noticed something odd, even outside, but I figured that was...
No, the bugs are working as intended. I think that these flickers are caused by an overload on the iPhone's A6 processor.
Oh, I know that one. It's caused by not enough waffle irons.
What? But did you notice the glitching only happens when Bellicose and me argue? Or when Floofy was in mortal peril around the dragon?
I wasn't in peril. I rather liked the little lizard.
But the dragon was angry. No, oh wait, of course, that's it!
Yay! What?
It's anger. It causes the reality matrix to overload. Or I should have accounted for that. It seems the A6 processor just can't handle calculating strong emotions very well. With the sheer number of floating point calculations required, the ARM core of the A6's system on a chip should have coped reasonably well, but it can't handle so many in parallel.
Maybe if we calibrate the flux capacitor...
I think we could have done with more cores, and my iPhone really hasn't got enough. Remind me when this is over to upgrade, as my contract is up anyway.
So, what now? We make everyone angry and then have the dragon roast us?
It worked for me, but then I guess I might have been a bit lucky. After all, my fur got singed and something in my ribs makes a weird crunchy noise when I move.
But what happens to us here can affect us. Remember the entanglement. Our bodies are bound to the simulation, and if we can't overload it at the right time, we might just die trying to get out.
So, are we back where we started?
Well, maybe anger's not the only way. Hang on. Computer. Access phone storage. Play slideshow from collection 2.
234 images found. Commencing slideshow FetLife.
No, No. Computer play collection 3. Collection 3, not 2. 3.
Are you sure you want to start a new presentation?
Yes.
The current presentation will be interrupted.
Well, that's something that's going to take weeks of drinking to erase.
5,942 images found. Commencing slideshow cheeseburger.
Oh.
Cute!
Oh.
This is so inspiring. Oh, the pictures of cute kittens are warming up my heart. They're all so cute and sweet like a unicorn's heart. I just can't take my eyes away from those bubbles of laugh. As I watch them on the screen, my soul fills up with love. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, everyone's a critic. Oh.
Jim, it almost worked. Why did you have to sing?
I'm a bard. I love to sing.
That's it!
What?
Love! It's the strongest of all emotions. Like my eternal love for Bellicose, or the love of Jim for his inflatable
Floofy.
pool toy. Love surely will overload your Guantanamo.
Hey, leave my pool toys out of this. It's just a platonic relationship.
Well, this could work.
Please don't kick me again.
Don't hit me again.
Don't worry. I'm sorry. I just can't stand being back here at the tavern. I hate this place so much.
I really do not understand. Why is the princess still here?
Oh, no, it's not the Princess Bellicose. It's just Princess. She's the innkeeper's daughter.
Wait, what? We risked our lives for the daughter of some barkeep?
Yeah, well, it was him who sent us to rescue her.
My dad? He sent you? Oh, I should have suspected. You see, I wasn't kidnapped at all. I ran away. I love Clarissa. Ever since we met at the asbestos knitting workshop, we've been doing everything together.
Clarissa?
What? You mean the dragon?
What kind of name for a dragon is Clarissa?
A beautiful one! But Dad wouldn't let me be with her, even if my presence calms her fierce and fiery temper.
I do wonder what it is you could see in that beast. Your beautiful dragon roasted our friend.
After you kidnapped me!
But she set fire to the whole town. Everyone fears her. Your dad says she eats people.
She certainly wouldn't do such a thing. Dad just wanted to lead you on, and the villagers, they don't understand.
Understand? Understand what?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to have to keep a relationship like this a secret? We've never been together, never married. I just wish people would be more accepting of relationships outside their narrow minded worldview, like to love for a woman to another woman.
Or the love of the genetic experiment for a goat.
Or a love of a dog for his pool toy.
We've been planning this for months, to run away together. This was the only way. And then you ruined everything. Everything!
We didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we'll make this right.
Yeah, we'll get you back, your dragon.
Really? You would do that for me?
Of course, we're heroes.
Wait. Is this really such a good idea?
Well, think about it, Bellicose. If we can get these two back together, their love might break us out of the program.
I suppose so. That seems about as sensible as any of our usual plans, anyway.
Right. Well, let's go and find that dragon.
Yay!
You know, if this doesn't work, we could all end up seriously harmed or dead or worse. I'm not sure the others appreciate that, or maybe they're just ignoring it. I don't know how they press on when they know their lives might be in danger. I can't stand it. I just don't want to mess something up and then something goes wrong. Again. Maybe this is just what happens when you grab life by the seat of the pants and press forth into the unknown. Pioneering science, mistakes happen. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. The things I do are sometimes really dangerous, but then I never forced anyone to be here. We're just doing it because it's cool. I'm sure Bellicose certainly wouldn't come if he didn't want to. We're all in this together. Together. Yikes. And all those things I said to Bill when I was drunk. He's never gonna trust me again. I don't like how he never backs down, and I don't like how he dismisses my science. And yet, this is my science project. How is anybody else but me gonna work out how to fix this? Oh. Yeah, I should really listen to the crap I'm thinking. Reasoning like that means I'm never gonna listen to anyone's advice, and like my knowledge somehow makes me better than everyone else. That's ridiculous. They're my friends. They help me out, and they do have good ideas, and they've never asked anything in return. Even Bill, as stubborn as he is, he'd never leave us to our doom. Even compared to our normal adventures, this outing has been one failure after another. We'd have done much better as a real group. And yet, honestly, even now I don't think this is my fault. Bellicose always has to throw his opinion about, but sometimes he needs to accept that his way is not the only way. This infighting is terrible. I'm so sorry it's escalated this far. I just want to get us home now, and I hope Bellicose is feeling the same way. And yet, I just can't shake the feeling that this is all coming together far too late. Is this really the best idea we have? Walking up to the front door of a dragon's keep, an angry and very annoyed dragon at that.
Don't worry, Frank. Everything will be fine once she sees Princess.
Yeah, but what if she's the kind to breathe fire and ask questions later?
Well, she's not bellicose.
Yeah. Now shush you. We're close and we don't want to startle her. As Frank said, she's very cross with us. We, or more accurately Frank and Jim, took her friend, and as you know, these reptiles are rather slow-witted. All teeth and claws and violence, no refinements at all. And for all we know, that could well be that time of the... What are you... Oh. She's behind me, isn't she?
No, please continue. I'm sure we're all very curious to hear you finish.
We have something for you.
Oh, yes, we do. Come in, Princess, come in.
Princess?
Oh, my dear Clarissa, I thought we would see never each other again.
It's wonderful to see you. You won't believe what it's been like without you. I've been beside myself with woe.
Well, if you call burning down half the town woe.
I'm sorry I caused this trouble. I should just have told everyone of our love in the first place, but I thought they could never understand it. It's difficult to try and explain our feelings, pure and unmatched, together, forever. Oh, Clarissa.
My sweet princess.
Oh, no. It's the villagers. The ones I spoke to. They've actually come.
Oh, dear. Coney, what did I tell you? What have I told you about opening your big mouth?
You're not really the expert on knowing when to shut your mouth, Mr. Goat.
Well, this was before we found out about Princess. I told them that they should rise up and take you on themselves. You were behaving like a beast back then. I'm sorry.
Well, I am a beast. I knew this day would come. Villagers hating dragons always comes to this. Can't a girl just set things on fire in peace?
Well, what are we going to do now? I don't think they're going to listen to us. They look angry.
Well, we must defend the princess and the dragon. We need them to get out of here. Coney, you take the lead and slow them down. Everyone else split up and take on as many as you can.
Right. I've always wanted to say this. You shall not pass. Blockaded, serenaded, and jaded. I declare you all downgraded.
What the? You monster! You still have claws and teeth? Yeah! We'll part your ankles off!
Oh, really? Clearly this does not suffice. Let's do it again and zap you twice.
But you didn't have to chase me here. Just assume it never happened and that it was nothing. And suddenly you're all on my rear. And you're acting like you'd kill me and that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends pick up the pitchforks and they gang up against me. I guess that you can't help it though, since you're just some villagers I used to know.
You suck.
Yeah, you can't sing at all.
It really was a poor performance. You've really let yourself down, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to say no.
Right. That's it. I've had it with you lot. You try singing off the top of your head for over 6 hours. My throat is sore, and if you're not going to listen to me, well, what do I need all these instruments for? Come back here. I'm not done with my encore yet.
Hey, stop that! This isn't fair! I really should have re-rolled my character! Floofy!
Father!
Skyguard.
Floofy!
Oh,
Quick!
anything for you,
Help!
Daddy. Just a moment. Yeah, I've got just the thing. Let's get ready to
Take that, and that, and that. Have at thee, sir. Don't worry, princess. I shall protect you. You know Kung Fu?
Well, of course. I did have to fill my time while I was staying with my love. What do you think we did to amuse ourselves alone in that tower up there?
I was really trying not to think about that. Oh no, there's more!
There's just too many of them. Thank you again, my dearest. I thought we were done for.
We've taken out Loadbill, but I'm not sure what we're going to do. There's just too many conflicting emotions here for the system to overload on just the one.
Well, what are we going to do? The villagers just keep coming.
Down with the dragon. Elizabeth, die. Down with the dragon. Elizabeth, die. Down with the dragon. Elizabeth, die. Down with the dragon.
Please, stop! All of you! I won't let you harm her!
No, my dear, stop.
Stop! In the name of love!
Be quiet, Jim.
Hey, let me through. That's my daughter there. Let me through. Princess! Come along, my dear. Get away from that horrible monster.
No, stop! You don't understand.
Hey, what don't I understand, my sweet? You were kidnapped. I don't know what you think you're doing back here again, but...
Father, it's simple. The reason I returned, it's love.
Love? What are you talking about, my dear? The only thing round here is that dragon. Now, come home and we'll have no more about this.
No, Father, I'm not going. I love this dragon. I love her. And we want to stay together. Why can't you understand that?
What? No, this is absurd. Come along now. No girl of mine is flying off for some lizard.
Dragon! She's a dragon!
No! Enough of this. I'm your father, and you be doing as I say.
No, you're not going to stop us!
Oh, yes, I will. Come on, lads.
Let her go this instant.
Oi, that be enough of that from you, beast. You ain't having my daughter, and that's the end of it. One move from you, and things ain't gonna be very pretty for my dear here.
What? You do that to your own daughter?
It's for her own good. You think I didn't know?
What? You sent us on this quest and you knew she wanted to be with her?
Well, I doubt you would have gone to get her otherwise, would you?
That is terrible. You, sir, are a scad. A scoundrel.
Yeah, that's atrocious. Who do you think you are?
Her father. That's who. And when I worked out she'd been seeing this horrible lizard, well, I knew what I'd have to do. But it was so good of you adventurers to learn her when you did. Thought it'd save me all the hassle of getting her myself. But seeing as you lot couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo, looks like I'm gonna have to do it myself.
Now listen here, there's no need for this.
Yeah.
Bellicose is right. Can't you listen to your daughter? She loves her.
Indeed, and nothing should come between that.
No. I think you lot have done quite enough. I'll be no more from you neither.
Daddy, no! Please! They're only trying to help!
They were helping this scaly scoundrel steal you again, dear. And I can't be having that. There's only one way to deal with this, and that's to get rid of this monster. And if none of you are gonna do it, looks like I'll have to.
No! Princess.
What have I done? Princess, no!
Don't die, my love.
It's okay. I know I live on in your heart.
What will I do without you?
You will go on, my love. You're strong. Just remember me. Remember our love. And it's time we had together.
Always. I don't want it to end.
Something really strange is happening. There's all sorts of smoke and light, and it looks...
Well, it worked. The emotions were too much to process, but the holodeck is overloading.
I don't like this. It's going to explode. Quick, we have to get out of here.
We're still inside, Jim, you fool. Where are we supposed to go?
We're out of time. No, this can't be how it ends.
Just hold on, everybody.
We survived.
Yeah, it looks like we're all in one piece, but how?
I think, well, I really don't know. The system crashed. I think we were just lucky.
But what about Princess and Clarissa? What happens to them now?
They found each other. Maybe they still exist somewhere. Maybe there is a digital afterlife. I don't know. But wherever they are, I hope they're happy. They deserve it.
Guys, look, I'm sorry. You all know that. All this bickering and fighting and me and my inventions nearly cost us our lives. Again. I really don't know what to say.
Oh, it's okay, Frank. We forgive you.
Frank.
Oh, come on, Bellicose. I said sorry.
Hush. Let me speak. I'm not good at this. Listen, I know I can be a pain at times, and I want to express my most sincere apologies. I'm no better than that terrible father, shouting at all of you and never listening or considering your feelings. You're a good man, Frank. Insane, mind you, but I do believe that you mean well. All of you do not deserve your company. Thank you for being my
Friends?
yes, friends, all.
Yay, okay, group hug.
Wait, no.
Come on, guys. Let's leave these girls in peace.
It's been 5 years since my darling princess is gone. Not a day goes by that I don't blame myself. I shouldn't have been so judgmental. I know that now. And well, I kind of like the idea. You know, girl on girl. Just not my daughter. I don't know, you always look at these things and other things and you talk to friends down the pub and you always laugh. But when it's one of yours, you don't laugh. You worry, you cry, you weep. And then it turns to anger, resentment. And then you start to wonder why. Why does she do it? Or why did she do it? But that doesn't change it. I did what I did. It was wrong. And I've got to live with it. I just hope wherever she is, she can forgive me. I do miss her.
Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend. A helping hand you lend in my time of need. Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend. I call on you, my friend. I call on you, my friend. Listen.
Whenever I'm
Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend. A helping hand you lend in my time of need. Whenever I'm down,